Hello, it's time again for another adventure with wildNature. Today we dive into the world of animal migrants. Get ready for a wild ride with the mighty movers of the world. From speedy turtles to majestic whales and every creature in between. Remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe to feast your eyes on more compelling content. We're taking a closer look at the Serengeti Plains, the giant 30,000 square kilometers space in East Central Africa. That's home to some of the coolest animals on the planet. You've got zebra with their flashy, one-of-a-kind stripes, and over 2 million shaggy wildebeest, with hooves that carry them 500 kilometers through Tanzania and Kenya every year in search of food. They're on a mission to find the freshest grass, no matter the cost. During the wet season, these grazing animals scatter, but they join forces in the dry season, forming massive herds and moving north in search of greenery. A group of over 1 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles can stretch for 40 kilometers long. Talk about squad goals. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as they must cross dangerous rivers and dodge crocodiles to reach their destination. It's the largest mass migration of mammals on Earth, and nothing can stop these determined vegetarians. How do they know where to go? It's still a mystery, but we think it's in their DNA. And while the wildebeest and zebra eat similar grasses, they have different preferences and learn to coexist peacefully. After reaching the southern Kenyan plains, they feast and enjoy the lush greenery, but they can't stick around for long. They need phosphorus, which is scarce in the south, so when the southern rains return, they start their journey back to the Serengeti. These mighty movers never stop, always on the move in search of greener pastures. The olive Ridley turtles are an oceanic wonder. These little guys and gals are the marathon runners of the sea, trekking long distances between their feeding and mating grounds. Their tropical nesting beaches become the ultimate party spot during nesting season, with thousands of these shelled sweethearts coming ashore to lay their eggs. Once on the beach, the mama turtle uses her flippers to dig a perfect egg chamber and lays around 100 eggs. She can repeat this up to 3 times in a season before packing down the sand on top of the nest and heading back to the ocean. Talk about being a multitasking queen. Sadly, the little hatchlings face a tough start to life. They break out of their shells after 2 months and find themselves in a harsh world filled with predators. But these little heroes are born survivors and brave the challenges of the beach, hoping to one day join their mamas in the ocean and follow in their epic journey. Join us on another epic journey with the tern, as we follow these sky sailors from above to below. Young terns take their time before dipping their toes in the water, spending years soaring above the clouds. Once they take the plunge, they're like fish out of water, snatching up fishy feasts from hunters below. Who needs water-resistant feathers when you're an air ace? These birdie daredevils are so comfy in the sky, they even nap mid-flight, gliding for months above the waves. But when the call of the wild beckons, they head to tropical island nests, forming giant colonies of lovebirds with their partners. In a frenzy of feathers, they bond through courtship displays and take turns incubating a single egg. Whipping up grub for their little ones is a daily migration of up to 500 kilometers around the colony. Once the breeding season is over, it's back to the pelagic life, with the terns spending the next few months sailing the tropical oceans. But just like humans, they can't resist the call of love, so they head back to land for another round of breeding, embracing the cycle of sky and sea. The marvelous migration of Australia's pelicans. Pelicans, known for their big build and comical appearance, are typically associated with coasts and harbours. However, these birds are widespread in Australia, residing in lakes, rivers, billabongs and estuaries, or any other waterway with enough food to satisfy their fish-loving lifestyle. With the longest beak of any bird and a wingspan of up to 2.5 meters, these birds are quite unusual looking. Some pelicans have an interesting habit. They migrate, but not over oceans. Instead, they make their way to the arid center of Australia, specifically to Lake Eyre, a dry salt pan that is the lowest point in the country's vast landmass. Here, when rare rains bring water to the parched outback rivers, they begin to flow, bringing water and life into Lake Eyre, and the pelicans follow them. As they make their inland journey, stopping at creeks and billabongs along the way, they create a route map from the temporary waterways by riding the thermals. Finally, their destination is in sight. As each pelican comes into land on these magical waters, the population of the lake seems to grow by the minute. They will have flown hundreds of kilometers to get here, but it is a journey worth making. The lake only has a covering of water once every 8 years, and it has been filled only 3 times in the past 150 years. It is a place worthy of migration. While there is water and plenty, the birds continue to arrive. However, once the waters start to recede, it is time to leave. The ground nesters lay 2 or 3 eggs, and after just over a month, the first to hatch peeks out of its egg. For the first few weeks of its life, the young chick will be reliant on the bounty its parents bring from the lake. The pelicans here have a rich start in life. They will make the most of this time of plenty because no one knows how long the bounty-giving water will last. They will stay and breed while they can. The incredible migrations of the ocean giant. Some of the most remarkable migratory creatures on our planet can be found beneath the waves. From baleen whales, which journey from the nutrient-rich polar regions to the warm tropical seas, to the enigmatic whale shark, whose migration patterns remain a mystery to us, these sea creatures are awe-inspiring. The whale shark's movement was once believed to be influenced by the availability of food, as they rely on tiny planktonic animals for their survival. These massive fish undertake incredible journeys throughout their lifetimes, sometimes traveling thousands of kilometers, which can take years to complete. Even larger filter feeders undertake long migrations to breed, traveling the length of the oceans to reach warmer tropical waters where they give birth. This journey can bring the phenomenal blue whale surprisingly close to the shores as it graces coastlines with its presence. Despite their unparalleled size, these ocean wanderers move with a grace and elegance that is unmatched. It is clear that the open ocean holds no limits for these magnificent creatures. It is the natural instincts of animals to strive for a better environment. Like humans, animals desire a better and more favorable environment to thrive in. They instinctively know when and where to leave to achieve this. As we bid these movers farewell, join us in our next video for even more inspiring stories from the wild. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.